Hey guys, it's Rian back online. Cue the intro. Okay. Whoosh. Okay, so I'm wearing the same. This might be the same outfit, same hair, same place, same face, same eyelashes, same eyebrows as the last video because I'm filming it like I'm doing 2 in a day. I know, shocking, but anyway, today's video is going to be the pros and cons of studying in the Midlands. I just thought I'd do this now before, hopefully this comes out before results day, because just in case you need to go into clearing and you're wondering like whether you should study in the Midlands, like, or if you should stay at home, or even if you should go down south. I don't know too much about southern unis because I don't really know that many people that go to southern unis, but when I talk about southern unis, I'm talking about like Bournemouth, Portsmouth, Brighton, or even like going to the western side of the country, like, let me not shame myself, like, but near Wales side or even northern England, you know, Midlands are there. Anyway, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let's just get into it. So my first pro of going to uni in the Midlands is that you're surrounded by other unis, so like it feels like you're at uni type of thing. So like in the Midlands there's Leicester, DMU, Loughborough, Aston, Birmingham City, Nottingham Trent, Wolverhampton, like I think Warwick, like Coventry. There's so many unis around, like a train journey away, a bus ride away, a coach ride away, so you can feel like you're at uni type of things, like the uni vibe type of thing, and you're surrounded by other students. Whereas in London, for example, you'll probably be living at home and it won't feel like, to me anyway, it won't feel like you're at uni, or feel like you're still going to school or sixth form or something like that. I think it's good that there's other unis around because first of all, that means you can make more friends like from other unis, and you know, you can also go traveling. Like if you wanted to go on a day out, you can literally just train to Nottingham or train to Birmingham, and these are cities, so there's something to do there. Do you know what I mean? Like I think that's a good thing. I love that I'm surrounded, like, so I go Loughborough. I love that I'm surrounded by other unis because I have friends that go to like every single Midlands uni, so like it will literally just be a weekend adventure in my friend's city type of thing. Now a con is that the train prices from especially East Midlands to London, if you're from London, they're quite expensive. So imagine if you're not from London, train ticket, like you have to go to London, then from London you go to your home city. They're quite expensive, yeah, so you have to buy a rail card, but it's not even that expensive. Like a rail card is £30 for a year, so it's definitely worth it. I got mine late, so mine is literally just been sitting there for nothing. It's literally been sitting for nothing. Like I think I got mine in January. Idiot. But anyway, get a rail card. I remember from Loughborough to London a weekend, it was like £60 open return. Like even if you don't do it on the day, open return makes it £60 anyway, and I like open return because I don't have to be rushing for the train back to uni type of thing. But yeah, that's my biggest con of studying in the Midlands. Like okay, the next pro is that there are quite a lot of top unis in the Midlands. So University of Birmingham is a Russell group, Loughborough is quite high on the tables, Aston, Leicester, you know, they're quite high on the tables. Warwick is a Russell group as well. If you're looking at the tables, for me, I didn't look at that when I was deciding. I don't really care about the tables. I don't care if it's a Russell group either, because Russell group literally means nothing. It literally means nothing. But if that's you, then yeah, there's quite a lot of good unis in the Midlands, so that's good as well. The next con is that the accommodation prices can be expensive, like very expensive, because they're all in cities, I guess. Like Coventry accommodation is expensive. Like my sister goes to Coventry, so I know like about it. Then they're nice because they're all quite newly built. They're nice, so I guess it makes sense that they're expensive. Like I think there's one called Godiva, that's quite expensive, and there's one called Bishopgate, and that's quite expensive, and I think the one called Paradise is quite expensive as well. But yeah, they do look nice, so I guess it's worth the price. Except in Godiva, a car drove into their common room. But anyway, that's Coventry for you. Other cities as well, Nottingham, Birmingham, the accommodation prices are quite expensive, especially in Birmingham because it's literally a city that is it the biggest city in London? Is it the biggest city in the UK? I think it's the biggest city in the UK. It's a very busy city. It's like London 2.0, Birmingham is, okay? So that's why it's expensive over there. The next con is that you are far away from home. So if you're someone who is very family orientated and like you have a lot of sisters or brothers, or not even if you have a lot, like if you're just close with your sisters and your brothers, or you're close with your parents and you're a bit scared of going away from home for like a year, then that is a big con as well, because you know you are far away from home. Like the Midlands is 2 hours away driving. It's not easy to just come back home whenever you like. But if you study in London, for example, you're at home, you're with your family all the time. Like, do you know what I mean? If you don't want to be away from your family for like long periods at a time, as I said, the train tickets are expensive, so you won't be going home that often. So that's a big con, and maybe a reason why you shouldn't study in the Midlands. So the next pro is the raves in the Midlands that everyone talks about. Like everybody talks about it. Everybody talks about the raves in the Midlands. Like it's got a nice nightlife scene in the Midlands. Like, and since you're close to other cities, like just a train ride, you can even get Uber. Like Uber from Loughborough to Leicester is like £30, and Uber from like Warwick to Coventry is like £30. But if you split that with 5 people, that's £6 each. Quick maths. But yeah, the raves in the Midlands, there's a rave every single week, literally every single week. Well, I don't know if it will be like that next year, but that's how it was this year. In each different city, like there'll be a rave in Coventry, there'll be a rave in Leicester the next week, there'll be a rave in Nottingham the next week. And like the night culture of uni in the Midlands is that big that sometimes there's raves on the same day as each other in different cities. Like there'll be a rave in Coventry and Nottingham at the same time. So like you're really, what is it, split for choice, full of choice. There's plenty to offer. Child, I don't know what the phrase is, but there's a lot of raves that you can just go out to a different city every week if you wanted to. So that's good. Like everyone talks about that. That's what everyone thinks of. When you think of the Midlands, you think of all the raves in the Midlands, which I mean, it's good. If you're keeping up with your lectures, it's good. And it's nice to meet new people. Like I feel like the Midlands is the easiest place to meet new people, like not only from your uni, but from other unis. Like,
oh my gosh, Midlands #1 advocate, yes sir.
The next pro is the campuses in the Midlands. Like DMU has a really nice campus, Loughborough has a big campus, it's massive, it's nice, it's new, most of it is new. Like they have campus unis, whereas in London I don't think they're campus unis in London. And especially as your accommodation can be like a whole half an hour away from where you're studying. Like I remember they was telling us, like if you study at King's, Central London, child, the geography. If you study at King's, yeah, your accommodation could be in Stratford, which is not that near to King's. Like because they can't build accommodation blocks as close to their unis as you can in the Midlands, because obviously London is the capital city and where's the space? Like if you've been to London, you know there's no space for accommodations near the uni buildings. So I feel like that's a big pro of the Midlands. For me, I wanted a campus uni, so that's why I picked Loughborough. Like it was either Loughborough or Aston, and I picked Loughborough over Aston because of the campus. Like it just feels like you're at uni. Like it just gives me American college vibes. You get like a pro is that you're near your campus. Like if you go uni in London, you have to pay for train tickets to uni. Like imagine taking the train to uni. Like when I was thinking of that, I'd just be like, imagine taking the train to school. Like no, and your parents will be on your back like to go to your lectures, whereas if I'm at uni in the Midlands, no one can tell me that I have to go to lectures, like type of thing. Do you get what I mean? you get what I mean? More independence in the Midlands, right? That goes for any uni outside of London if you're from London, because you have more independence, you don't have anyone telling you what to do. Although some people need that push. Some people need to be told to go to their lectures. Some people need to be told to go to sleep, and some people need to be told to wake up, but that is not me, okay? Like, you have to go somewhere where you can see yourself studying there, and that's why I liked the campus uni. So in the Midlands, there's the University of Birmingham, that's a campus uni. Leicester's campus, DMU's campus, University of Nottingham is campus, Loughborough's campus. Like, there's so many. And even if you don't want a campus uni, then there's the others which aren't campus unis, like Coventry, Aston, NTU. I think it's not a campus uni. You know what, yeah, my friends watching this, they're gonna be like, what is this girl talking about? I think it's not a campus uni. BC, like, you're really full of choice. And lastly, what I'm gonna be talking about is the Afro-Caribbean culture in the Midlands compared to London, and South unis and North unis and West unis. Like, I feel like a lot of black people go to the Midlands because they know that firstly they're far enough away from home, so their parents can't just be coming up and checking on them. That's some people's reasons for going to the Midlands. It's not mine, but anyways, far enough away from home. Then the rave scene is good for black people because, like, there's literally, I don't know how to call it, but black people raves. That's what they come there for. There's a lot of black people in the Midlands, even if it's not your uni, for example, me. Loughborough is full of white people, yeah. There's not many black people there. Like, compared to the white people, it'll be like one black person for 10 white people, but Leicester's more multicultural as a uni. Coventry's the multicultural, Birmingham is multicultural. Like, that's why I feel like people go to the Midlands. Compared to, I know northern unis don't have as many black people as like Leicester and Coventry, for example. Like Manchester, I don't think there's as many black people in Manchester as there is in Leicester. I don't think there's as many black people in Portsmouth as there is in Coventry. Like, there's a lot of black people up there, and then also other races. There's a lot of us just go from London to the Midlands, because I feel like London is like the Midlands in terms of cultures and ethnicities. There's bare up in London and there's bare up in the Midlands. Do you get? So I feel like the Midlands feels like a home away from home for most people. That's why we all run over there. And then in terms of ACS, like, everybody knows that about ACSs and Midlands unis. Like, everybody talks about them. That I feel like after you come to the uni, you think about, okay, what's the ACS saying, type of thing. And no shade to the London unis, I just don't really hear anything about London uni ACSs. Afro-Caribbean societies, okay? Like, I just feel like ACS in the Midlands is more prominent than ACS in London and South. Like, it is what it is, okay? And then lastly, another con. Everybody thinks that there's just peng people all up in the Midlands. Like, I remember just people telling me about the Leicester boys. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's true, if it's not true, but like, the Leicester boys are the peng boys of the Midlands, and the Coventry girls are the peng girls of the Midlands. Look, there's beautiful people all over the country. Don't come to the Midlands just because you think there's gonna be peng Leicester boys or peng Nottingham boys or peng Birmingham boys. Like, get a grip of yourself. Cheers. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you got a gist of what it would be like to study in the Midlands compared to not the Midlands. And if this is you watching this on results day thinking about should I go to the Midlands or not, then I hope I helped. If I did, don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all, and I'll see you next week for another video.